Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. It's been some time since I've uploaded videos from the Final Fantasy X Retold series where we pretty much go through the story in Final Fantasy X in a series of videos, but here we go. If you missed the first 6 episodes, I will leave a link to the playlist in the description below so you can check it out. I had thought about doing it all in an entire video, but I feel like that would be very long, and my preferred style of making videos has always been shorter ones, so the editing process doesn't seem too painstaking. In addition, I am also preparing another retold series for Final Fantasy XII, the Final Fantasy I am second most familiar with after 10. Considering how much hate the game gets from the Final Fantasy audience base in terms of its story, I was a fan of it. Perhaps after understanding the story by playing the game a couple times, hopefully I can simplify the story for all of you during these retold series. I may even consider doing games outside of Final Fantasy since I am a fan of a lot of games in general in terms of their lore, so feel free to let me know what other games you would like me to do a retold series on. Other than that, let's continue on with episode 7 of Final Fantasy X Retold. This episode starts us off after Operation Mihen, where the party just finished discussing their next steps and head towards Djose and to the next Aeon. This is also where we get a little bit of a character development where Kimahri opens up to Tidus and accepts him as a guardian and as a friend.
In dark times, she must shine bright.
Huh?
Now are dark times. Yuna tries hard.
We should help her then.
If we worry, she tries harder. Do not frown.
They then make their way to the temple where they come across Lucille, Elma, and Klasko and talk about their numerous losses to the Chocobo Brigade of the Crusaders. The party then spend time in the temple where they come across another summoner, Isaru and his brothers Maroda and Pase, who have expressed their admiration for Yuna's father.
My apologies. I am Isaru. I am a summoner, like you.
I'm Pase. Pleased to meet you.
And I'm Maroda. I'm guarding my big brother here.
Since I was a child, I've always looked up to Lord Braska. I wished I would someday become a high summoner like he was.
The party then make their way into the Cloister of Trials where they eventually contain Ixion, but not after having another confrontation with Donna and Martello.
Oh well, you again. Still traveling with quite the crowd, I see. What is it, Bartello? You know this riffraff?
You are... Aaron, no?
What of it?
Can I shake your hand? Aaron. No, Sir Aaron. You're the reason I became a guardian.
Here we learn that Bartello idolizes Auron and was the inspiration for him becoming a guardian. Auron, with a rather amused demeanor, shakes his hand. The party then leave Djose Temple the next day and continue their journey. Along the road going towards the Moonflow, they come across Kimahri's brothers, who are making fun of an innocent person. After he runs away, the brothers compare him to Kimahri before being confronted by the party. However, instead of continuing to make fun of the smaller Ronso, they instead issue a warning.
You come to insult Kimahri?
Wrong. We come to warn little Kimahri. Summoners disappear, never return. Next will be Kimahri's summoner. Poor Kimahri lost his horn, next lose his summoner. Pitiful Kimahri, howl alone, howl alone.
After they leave, an enraged Tidus shows his eagerness to teach them a lesson, but Kimahri stops him, telling him that only Ronso deal with Ronso's internal affairs and turns down his offer to help. The party eventually make their way to the Moonflow, where they are mesmerized by the bright colors of the river due to the moon lilies and the fireflies around them. This spectacle clearly amazes our main protagonist, who wants to see them glow in the night, but due to Auron's resistance to the idea, they continue on their path. Wakka then suggests that the party hurries or they will miss the shoe puff.
Whoa! What the? Whoa!
This is where we learn a little bit of lore behind these giant creatures. Yuna once fell in the water during transport, only to be scooped up by the shoe puff's nose. Enjoying the ride, she purposely fell a couple more times just to be scooped up again. Orin tells a story of Jet once striking a shoe puff because he mistakenly thought it was a fiend. He was clearly wrong and apologized for it, and he never drank again. Shoe puffs are also less dense than water, thus giving their ability to float and transport up to a certain weight. After learning enough about the lore of the Moonflow, which I have also created a video on it if you want to go check that out, the party then begin their crossing. During the trek, the party talks about the disappearance of summoners. We also learn of a sunken city that people of ancient Spira once attempted to build over the river using Machina technology.
Why build a city over a river, yeah?
Well, it would be convenient with all that water there.
Nope, that's not why. They just wanted to prove they could defy the laws of nature.
I'm not so sure about that.
Yevon has taught us. When humans have power, they seek to use it. If you don't stop them, they go too far, yeah?
Yeah, but don't you use Machina too? Like the stadium and stuff, right?
Yevon, it decides which Machina we may use and which we may not.
We also learn about the limitations of Yevon and how it has exceptions to its own teachings, giving us more perspective about ancient Spira and how the creation of the Yevon religion is linked to the atrocities of the past.
More than 1,000 years ago, mankind waged war using Machina to kill.
They kept building more and more powerful Machina.
They made weapons so powerful, it was thought they could destroy the entire world.
The people feared that Spira would be destroyed.
But the war did not stop.
What happened then?
Sin came, and it destroyed the cities and their Machina.
The war ended, and our reward was sin.
Suddenly, the river shakes and the Al-Bhed kidnap Yuna. Tidus and Wakka then swim underwater and fight the Machina who has Yuna trapped. Afterwards, Wakka concludes that it was the Al-Bhed causing the disappearance of the summoners. After successfully saving her, the party resumed their trip, making it to the north bank of the river. As they are about to leave, Tidus comes across a girl washed up on the bank. As she removes her armor, Tidus recognizes her as Riku, who kidnapped then helped our protagonist in the beginning of the game. He also realizes that she was the one inside the Machina that attempted to kidnap Yuna. Before they continue their conversation, they are interrupted by the rest of the party who introduces her to them, leaving out some crucial details.
Yuna? Lulu? I told you about her, remember? She was the one who helped me before I was washed up on Besaid. She's an Al-Bhed.
Wow, so you like all your life. What luck meeting here, huh?
After some deliberate conversation and consultation from Orin,
Show me your face.
Huh?
Look at me.
Oh, okay.
Open your eyes. As I thought.
No good?
Are you certain?
100%. So, anyway, can I?
If Yuna wishes it.
Yes, I do.
Yuna eventually takes her in as her guardian, with Orin's approval, and they proceed to Guado Salam. This will be the end of episode 7 of Final Fantasy X's Retold series. Sorry for the delay in this project. I've been busy with other things over the last few months, but we are back in the summer for more content. So if you want to see more of this series for Final Fantasy X and other games, leave a like on the video and consider subscribing to the channel to see more content. Other than that, this is Enzo signing out, and I will see you all soon.